Hi there and welcome to Sunday League Football with Quake FC. Today marks our second league game of the season, and that may confuse some of you because there was never a first. Unfortunately, the quality of the footage from our 4-2 win over ATL Millennium was so poor that it wasn't even worth uploading. But life goes on, and today our opponents are called Chelsea. It's not the real Chelsea, but after one game they do sit at the top of the table on goal difference. Our lineup this week consists of Nathan in goal, a back four of Frank, Jonathan, Brian and myself, Jake and Austin in defensive midfield with Dinky in attacking midfield, Daniel and Leon out wide and Corey up front. So we pick up the action here with Ponytail throwing it into number 11 and number 11 giving it straight to Nathan. That's Nathan's first job of the day, and his second job is to clear this one upfield, which he will do eventually, I'm sure. There we go. Now it's Corey's first job, and that's to win that in the air, which he doesn't, but it runs through, and their defence has got it now, but they've made a poor job at clearing it, and now Dinky looks to be in. He's played it outside to Leon, Leon gives it back to him, and the ref's blown up for a free kick there. But what you will notice is that the ref is actually giving that free kick to us for some reason. We were all running away, we thought he'd given it to them, but apparently that was our ball. So, Austin's standing over this one, but the ref's just waiting for the ball to get in check, and there's a bit of shoving and back talking, and Leon's got himself in the book. So that's our first booking of the game, but hey, we move on. He's just got to be careful now for the rest of the game. It's still really early. So let's see what Austin can do from this free kick. He steps up and it's gone just over the bar. Not a bad effort from him though. Okay, so following that free kick they have a throw in, and we've flicked it on to him, and their number 11 has just played it out, which means it's back to us. Frank runs over to get that ball, throws it in, we've flicked it on, and it's gone straight back to their defenders, so they clear it. The camera's going to take a minute here to regain its bearings, and it's gone out for their corner. And so their first corner of the game comes in, and we've lost out on the header, but it's straight into Nathan's arms. Nathan throws this one out this time, but it's cut out. But Leon intercepts that one and gets it back. Looks to play it inside to Dinky, and Dinky plays it back to Brian, who uses his knee there to get it to Austin. Austin looks to come forward, but instead plays it out to Frank, who's in space on the touchline. Frank plays it forward, looks to be looking for Dinky, but instead finds Jake. Jake out to Daniel, Daniel back out to Jake. Jake looks to find Austin again, but it gets cut out. Now the cameraman's going to stop because, as if by magic, Nathan's going to clear it back up to Daniel here. Daniel controls that ball nicely, gets it on the deck, down to Frank. Frank into Jake, and now they've won it back from Jake, unfortunately. Jake gets bundled over. I come in there with a weak challenge from Brian, puts it out for a corner. Okay, so the corner's about to come in, and they've played it, and it's off the head of Austin, off the post and in for an own goal. Quake FC 1-0 down to Chelsea at the moment due to an own goal. It happens to the best of us, but you hate to see it. At this point, we've just got to pick our heads up and move on and just play the game, because we're still very much in this. And move on we do here with a kickoff. Corey into Dinky. Dinky plays it outside to me, which is cut off. And so here we have Nathan again, who hoofs it up looking for Leon, but it hasn't quite got to him, and the number 7 really fails to get it under control. Still is failing and looks to clear it now. Looks to be going to the number 10, but Austin's come in and cut that out, runs it down, and that is cleared out for a throw-in. Alright, I'm about to take the throw-in, which I do. Corey jumps for it, but it's won by Ponytail, and Corey runs out to take this throw-in, and you'll see why in just a sec. Here we go. That's straight into the box like a corner. Comes out to Austin, and Austin puts it wide and over. Unfortunate. Okay, so their goalkeeper's now gone to get the ball for a goal kick, and he's placed it down, and their centre-back is taking it. I've always thought it was funny how some goalkeepers get their centre-backs to take their goal kicks. I mean, it can't be that hard to kick the ball, can it? Anyway, this one's taken over the halfway line. Jonathan chests it up and wins the header, but it's straight down to their number 16, who clears it up to one of their wingers. Frank's chasing that one down, and he puts it out for another corner. That corner's now about to be sent in, and it's floated into the middle of the box, and Jonathan wins his header, which isn't really surprising given that he's 6'3". The ball comes out to their number 7 on the near side, and I've put in a slide tackle that you can't see, and it's gone out for a throw in. Okay, so Leon's played it out to me here, and I've miscontrolled it. Their number 11 picks it up, and there wasn't a huge amount of contact there from me, but he's gone down, and the ref has decided to give me a yellow card for it. As you can hear, my dad's not best pleased either. But anyway, we move on. Their number 12 plays it into the middle, and it's miscontrolled. Jake picks it up, tries to control it, but it's bobbled out to Brian. Brian plays it outside to me, and I run in and pick it up, play it into Dinky. Dinky plays a through ball out to Leon. Leon back into Dinky. Dinky does a nice turn to beat his man, and he's put it wide, but the keeper saved it anyway. It's come out to, I think that's Daniel, and the keeper's collected finally. It's early weeks, this really is a learning experience for us, and one thing we did learn was that the camera cuts out after 10 minutes, and so we did miss a goal. Leon scored to make it 1-1 as Dinky gets bundled over and we win a free kick. Nothing comes of the free kick though, however, as we pick up the ball here with Austin spraying what looks to be a lovely ball out to Daniel, but it's cut out and the keeper gathers. One thing you'll learn about Dinky is that he likes to dink players, and he's done it here perfectly. He plays it out to Daniel. Daniel tries to get it into space and play a ball in, but it's blocked and their number 8 can clear. Now after this clip, it's going to switch our formation to a 4-4-2 with Corey at left back and Frank at striker, just if there's any confusion there. Anyway, you can see Corey at left back there, and Jonathan's chasing the ball down. And their player has slipped, and Jonathan can clear it, which he does. And it's over everyone's head, and you see there Frank at striker winning us a free kick. The next clip we have here is of me getting fouled by the number 10 for the 7th time, and I've got something to say about it. Anyway, we move on as number 10 gets a yellow card, and Austin steps up to take the free kick. Austin plays an absolute peach of a ball in, but no one's in there to finish it. The next action here is with Nathan on the goal kick as he sends this one downfield looking for Daniel, who he finds. Daniel's first time ball back to Jake puts him in a little bit of trouble, but Jake shows a lovely bit of quick feet to get out of it and pass the ball back to Daniel. Daniel plays it up to Frank, and Frank plays it first time back to Jake. Jake chases that ball down, but unfortunately nothing comes of it and they can clear their lines. It's not cleared far though, and their number something picks it up and gets fouled, unfortunately. We rejoin the action here with a free kick. As I step up to take this one, I'm just trying to dink it over into the box, but I'm not going to hit it clearly, and they can clear. Their number 8 picks it up, and then nothing comes of it. Following that, Chelsea can clear their lines, and they play it all the way across the field over to their number 10, who's challenging me, and I've just shown him the inside. That's a really poor bit of defending from me, and he's played it inside. Unfortunately for him, and unfortunately for us, Dinky can pick that up and nothing comes of it. Their goalkeeper's got it in his hands here. As he plays that one down, we're looking to win the header, and we do. Corey heads it to Brian, and Brian into Austin. Austin plays it out wide to me, and I look to take on my man, beat him, but he's jumped in front of me there. I bowled him over, and what you can't see on the camera is that I've just been fouled by the number 11. And what you also can't see is that Dinky's just run over and hit him. Not hit him, but shouldered him. And Dinky is going to pick himself up a yellow card here, but I appreciate him having my back, because that's 4 or 5 times that I've been fouled there. And as you can see, he is on the ground still. He's eventually gotten off the pitch, and we can continue play. And Frank's in here, and he scored! That's 2-1 to Quake FC. What a finish. Unfortunately, you can't really see the build-up play, and it does look like he was a little bit offside there, but I promise you he wasn't, as their number 25 was keeping him on. That's a good finish to poke it home there from Frank, which brings the score, as I said a minute ago, to 2-1. 2-1's a very dangerous lead, and we want to be keeping our heads and keeping the composure in this later stages of the first half, which is exactly what I haven't done from that clearance, but it looks to have given us no harm as Austin brings it forward and is completely cleaned out by their centre mids. A couple of the crowd remonstrating with the ref that maybe he should have a yellow card for that, but nothing's given, and I step up to take this free kick. I'm talking to Dinky there, and I'm just telling him exactly what I want to do with it. He agrees, and a couple of the people are still asking for a card. Anyway, we get on with it. The camera pans over to the goal eventually, and let's see what we can get from this free kick. I've hit it. It's gone over the keeper's head and into the back of the net. That's a great finish, but I was helped a little bit by the keeper's height. Anyway, that's 3-1, and we look to have kept our composure for the late stages of this first half. Let's have a replay of that here in slow motion. As you can see, it's just gone right in the top of the goal, out of his reach. The action resumes with Austin picking up the ball in the middle and playing a ball over the top to Frank, who's chasing that one down. He gets that under control and looks to play it inside to Dinky, who takes a couple of touches and drags his shot wide. The next action we've got is Jake putting in a poorly timed tackle on their number 11, who's really making the most of that, and picks himself up a yellow card for his troubles. The free kick is eventually taken by Ponytail, who sends that all the way over everyone's head straight into Nathan's arms. Nathan's going to gather here and take his time with clearing it so we can get up to half time. As you can see, he's cleared that, and there's the ref's whistle. That's half time. The second half starts, and I've picked up the ball here from Jake on the right hand side. I'm going to try and take on this man here, but I'm going to lose out, and now they're on the break. They've played it up to, I can only assume, is going to be their number 11, and he's beaten half of our defence and played it in, and what you can't see is it's bobbled off Nathan into Corey's knee and in for an own goal. It is unfortunate, and it happens to the best of us, but that's 2 own goals for us this game, and they've closed the gap here now to 3-2. We'll have a replay of me losing out around midfield, and that's where that goal came from. So yeah, we just got to pick our heads up and get on with it, as I've said before. After that, we've got a kick-off, and that is going to be followed by Dinky picking up the ball in the middle and playing it out wide to Daniel right about now. Here we go, Daniel looks to be in here, but their keeper's off his line to collect it, and we rejoin it with a throw in here on the left hand side from Corey, as he cannons that one into the box. He's got a great throw on him. Anyway, that drops down to Leon, who fires his shot over the crossbar. This is looking better from us. We got a throw in on the far side now from Leon, and as he puts that one in, they look to clear it, but it comes out to Dinky, who fakes a shot and looks to lose out, but he's done a nice turn there, and now Frank's in, and the keeper's off the line to collect. The action's still going here, and they've got a free kick just inside their half from us being offside. They're taking that and looking to pump it up to their centre forward, who loses it just out to Corey. They fail to control it. Austin tries to put it clear, and Dinky picks it up before getting slide tackle from behind. That's worth at least a yellow, surely, ref. Come on, get it out. And now they get a yellow card. Anyway, we're now free to take this free kick, and from that, it's given out to Jake out wide, who plays it inside to Leon, who's now looks to be in and puts it across for Frank, and Frank puts it in, but it's given offside. Now, Leon's there telling Frank that that's not who he was aiming for. Anyway, we pick the action up again here. Leon's played Jake in. Jake's going to take a shot, and it's gone over the bar. Unlucky. Not a lot happened for a while, and we pick it up with a goal kick from Chelsea, which is sent all the way out, and it looks to be going to Jonathan, but you can't see that. Jonathan clears it back up, and it's well over everyone's head. Keeper looks to come to collect, and he fluffs his lines there, and now it's in. And that is 4-2 to Quake FC. We've restored the 2-goal advantage, and really you've got to feel for the keeper there. You know, it happens to the best of us, but we'll take what we can get, and that is 4-2. With that advantage back in our minds, we pick the ball up here with Austin doing really well to fight off 2 people and win us a free kick. He puts it down and nothing comes of the free kick, but the next action we've got is with me taking a throw in. It goes into Leon, who tries to play it through for Frank. He gets caught up there and it's back to Frank, but he's called offside, and that one is questionable. Here we have Nathan taking a goal kick, and it's up over Frank's head. they fail to control it. It comes out to Daniel, who picks it up and drives inside. He gets turned around there and is trying to keep the ball under pressure, and we've won ourselves a free kick. I'm going to step up to take this free kick again from a similar position. This time I'm going to see if we can prove it wasn't luck. I've lifted it over the keeper and into the top corner. That's 5-2 to Quake FC, and that's another free kick goal for me from range. They're joking around that the lens cap was on for this one, but as you can see, and I can see and we can all see, it wasn't, and that one is into the top corner. That's 5-2 to Quake. So following that, we should really be able to see this game out here as they've got a kick-off. They play it up, but Dinky looks to try and cut that out. The number 12 has shown good strength there to beat two men. They've got a free kick here on the right hand side, and Nathan can collect that one easily. The next action we've got here is with them playing the ball up to the number 14, who takes it inside of his man to the number 21, and he has a poor shot. Nathan can gather that one easily. He's going to send this one upfield eventually, and nothing comes of that, but we have Austin picking it up in the middle, playing a ball over to Frank, and what you can't see on the left hand side of the pitch is Frank putting it past the keeper for his third goal of the season. And that is going to be 6-2 to Quake FC. The action resumes here with a goal kick from Nathan, which is sent upfield all the way up to Leon, who looks to be in and is going to try and pull this one back for Daniel, who gets to it, and the keeper makes a really good save there as Dinky tries to keep this one alive, but they put it out for a corner. Nothing comes from the corner though, and then number 11 is on this near side here and plays the ball up, and not much has happened, but Jonathan's picking that one up and tries to dribble it out, gets himself into a little bit of trouble. The ball looks like it's there to be won, so I'm going to come over, and Jonathan slides into their player, who then hits me. I'm on the ground, and Jonathan gets himself a yellow card for the slide tackle. I'm going to get back up on my feet, and as you can see here at the bottom of your screen, Brian is getting treated there. He got a dead leg, but he's going to be able to carry on, and he'll be back on in just a second. There's Jonathan getting himself a yellow card. We've really got to watch the discipline here now, because we've got a number of yellow cards. Anyway, the action resumes with a throw in on this near side. I throw it into Dinky. Dinky plays it back to me, and I play a poor ball, and it gets cut out. We eventually pick the ball back up though, but Daniel loses it again as he turns into pressure. They play it down to their ponytail, and he sends it into Nathan. It goes through his legs, but he manages to recover it. Score stays at 6-2. They've picked the ball up here in the middle of the pitch, and it's out to Ponytail, who plays a lovely ball over the top to number 12, who cuts inside and puts the ball past Nathan for 6-3. Unfortunately for them, that was the last action of the game, and Quake stay top of the league with a 6-3 win over Chelsea. So yeah, there it is, Quake stay top of the league. You can see here that we're the only team who's played and won 2 games. Scored 10 goals, conceded 5. Maybe that's something we need to improve on as the season goes on. Please leave a like and subscribe if you're new around here. We'll see you in the next one.